Hi guys, and welcome to module 7, where we're going to be writing a listing that sells your property when we start to advertise it. So what this listing must do is say less and sell more, because our goal is to get the buyers interested enough to come and do a viewing of the property. So most property listings sounds like they've been written by poets and Shakespeare. Go on to Property 24, go on to private property, sometimes even marketplace. You read things like, nestled in the heart of a thriving suburb, this sun drenched haven boasts ambient lighting and dreamy finishes, blah, 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 blah. And what do most of these buyers do? I promise you, they will skip it. They scroll right past all the fluff because where do they want to be? They want to look at your pictures and they want to get your facts of your property. So, we're not going to be doing all of that in this course. Here, we're going to be focusing on clarity of your property. You are not trying to impress, you are trying to inform and motivate the buyers to come and look at your property. You don't want to overwhelm them. In today's world, people want facts and not fluff. Tell your buyer what they are looking at quickly and clearly. Because there's a new study that shows that the attention span of humans have gone down to 8 seconds before they move on to the next thing. That's because of TikTok, because of social media, because of these reels that you are getting on YouTube. The attention span is less than that of a goldfish. So, what we want to do is ensure that within that first 8 seconds of them clicking on your listing, they have the information that they need, and it's information that is going to intrigue them. We want to show them the best features and give them the most information. The more clicks you get on your ad, the more viewings you are going to receive. So, if you're going to hit these key points, then you've already done half, or actually, you've done more than half of most of the listings out there. Because here is what matters in a very good listing: good pictures. Like in the previous model, how you take your pictures. Is it flowing? Is it something that they enjoy going through? Your location, the suburb, the proximity of shops, schools, and things around in the main node, the earth size, and your home size. How many bedrooms do you have? How many bathrooms do you have? The condition of your property, and be honest about your condition. Is it a fixer upper? Is it well maintained? Is it modern? Key features: do you have a pool? Is there solar system? Is there fiber in your area? Is there security facilities like a neighborhood watch that you can subscribe to for security within that proximity? How quick or how far is the police station? And then also a viewing invitation. People want to know, who do I contact? When can I come for viewings? Is there show houses? So if you can get as much of those things out in the open within at least the first part of your listing, you have grabbed the person's attention. Okay, so should I say the price is negotiable? No, please don't put that on your ad. Writing the word negotiable on its own weakens your position before the buyer even comes to view your home. If you want, you can rather use flavors. You can use phrases like open to offers after viewing, or come and see and decide what it's worth. That gives a bit more of clarity and gives them the option that they have a choice, but don't use the word negotiable because then they are going to push for a negotiation. It keeps you in control while still sounding approachable if you're going to be using other phrases. Like I said, come and see and decide whether it's worth it for you, or open to offers after the viewing. But you still put your price there. And with that, we are going to start managing our buyer expectations. So remember, this is now a private listing. You're doing it on your own. You are not expected to be the best service consultant. You are still a human. If you are working full time or if you are unavailable during the day, make this clear. The more transparent you are, the more trust you build. If you are working full time or unavailable during the day, make it clear in your listing. Buyers today are expecting quick responses because of the service industry that they come from and because of the real estates that are doing most of the work. So a real estate, well, not all, but most of the real estate should respond within a quick time frame. And when buyers don't get this, they lose interest and they lose trust. The biggest thing that you want to build at the end of the day is trust. The more transparent you are with the buyers, the more trust they will give you, or trust you are going to get from them. So what you can do is, if you are a busy person, you can say something in your ad like, please note, I am currently working full time. So viewings and replies will be handed after hours. Thank you for your patience. Serious buyers will always get the response. Or I'm going to only do viewings weekends and I will only be responding after hours. Apologies for the inconvenience. I am working full time. It helps if you set boundaries early. You're going to maintain your buyer satisfaction and you're going to preserve the trust, because for a private sale, that is one of the things most buyers don't do, is trust when it comes to private sales. But the more open, the more transparent, the more they feel like, okay, this person is letting me know, this person is keeping in touch. I can see the features, I can see the honesty, I can see the transparency. They're going to lean in to your sale. So in this module, you will get your plug and play listing templates that you can just copy and paste when it comes to how you are going to list it online. And in there, you are going to have your structures like, what is my key features? So you start off with the main thing. 5-bedroom house in Taunton. This is my property size, which is now the house size and the earth size, and this is my asking price. That in itself gives you your biggest overview. And your pictures, obviously, that's going to be attached. Then you're going to add your key features. Number of bedrooms, number of bathroom, open plan, kitchen or lounge, optional features, which is now the pool, solar, security. Then you repeat what you've put on the top section, which is your earth size. Add in upfront your rates and your taxes. How much are you paying for rates and taxes every month so far? If you are sectional title, what is your levies? There is another module at the end of this for sectional titles, because it is a bit more complicated when it comes to documents being collected, but it's the same concept as this. Add as much information as you can. If you're scared it's going to chase people away, we don't want to trick and fool people at the end of the day. So if you think the levies are too high or this is too high for that, people are still looking to buy. We don't want to be the kind of agents out there that tell you after the fact, after you've signed it off, after the purchase, oh, this is how much it's going to cost. We want satisfied clients because they are going to live there. This is their new life that they are starting. Also with electricity, how much electricity you pay every month. Give them an estimate. Your condition, is it well maintained, ready to move in, or needs TLC? Perfect for a hands-on buyer. Another thing you can ask is, what you can mention is why you loved living there. This is something an agent cannot put in their ad. Only you can put that in your ad. I loved this area because the commute to work, and I worked in town, was this amount. My reasons for leaving is if you feel comfortable for advising your reasons for leaving, because they are going to ask you that when it comes to the sale. Why are you leaving? Is it the stress? Is it this? Because they want to see where they can negotiate. You don't have to answer that question, but if you can, it helps with the sale. Other reasons, like it's a quiet street, it's close to shops and school, we have friendly neighbors. There are some neighbor-orientated people. Beautiful light throughout the day, things like those that you really appreciated in your home. Put it in this listing, put it towards the end. In the beginning, we're grabbing attention, and towards the end, we are going to sweeten it up even more by giving your own personal touch to this listing. And then at the very end, you are going to say, come and view it. So contact me for a private viewing. Serious buyers are welcome. You're welcome to make it after seeing the home. And like I said earlier, or the previous slide, set the expectation of when you can respond. Don't take no look. You're going to have to put effort into the sale. But if you know that you cannot have your phone with you in office, tell them, I'm only going to respond after. So people appreciate, because time is very valuable. So like I said earlier, the optional personal touch, why we loved it. And actually I spoke before that and I forget about my slides. I wasn't actually going through my notes. But I want to reiterate, we have the structure which you will find. Stick to grabbing their attention and then sweetening it throughout your ad, where you add your personal touch, add your warmth, help the buyers imagine their life there with your experience that you've had and the good things. Yes, bad things happen in the area. People might even ask about the bad things. Refer them to the police station for crime stats, because the whole of South Africa is filled with crime. Whether you are going to live in a fancy area or not, you pay for the type of areas that you live in, and not everything is within your control. It's not your fault, maybe, that certain areas or crimes are the way. And most people nowadays want to use that as a reason to push the price down. And you can even explain to them how you came on the price. Show them the property reports, that you are not sucking this price out of your thumb, because that's what they assume most private sellers do. When you show them your facts and you show them your figures as to how you got to this price, them negotiating down because of crime in the area is going to be something you're not going to entertain at all. Refer them to the police station and ask them to get the crime stats of this area and all surrounding areas, and then they go look at the price of that house and let them go do that research. It's not up to you to go do it for them. Certain buyers will put so much pressure on you to do certain works before you're not going to beg for offers. What we did in the other chapter of getting to a certain price stops us from doing that, because we've got a valid reason for the price that we have chosen. And you're going to show them how you got to the price and why you are choosing that price. Sorry, I went on a tandem there, but I also want to set that expectation that this is going to happen to you, and you're going to have to set boundaries with some difficult buyers. And that's the only way that you are going to do it, is not with argue. Don't ever argue with a buyer. You just show them truth, you show them facts, you show them figures. And that's how you will be successful with overcoming these things, because we don't want to fight with them. We want to show them that we know what we are doing. So yes, I can go on about that forever. But the final thoughts are, we're not trying to win an Academy Award by writing the best listings. We're trying to get someone to say in their mind, this is what I'm looking for, I want to come and see it. In a world full of overly written listings and very fast-paced social media, clarity creates confidence. So say less, show more, and initiate action. Let the photos speak, let the facts land in their mind, and let the buyer imagine the rest. You will then have a very successful listing.